In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the ultimate way on how to get 0 processors on your PC, boys. If you follow this tutorial along till the very end, your PC is going to feel super smooth. You'll literally have low latency. And boys, without further ado, I'm not going to waste time anymore. Let's get straight into this video. Okay, boys, first of all, you guys are going to want to follow along with me. So what you want to do, be on a desktop just like so. Right click on the very bottom, go on to Task Manager. Once you're on Task Manager, go on to Performance, CPU right here. Boys, right here it says your CPU. And right here is the golden number you're looking for, processors 182. What the processors means basically is how much strain is on your PC. The more processors, the worse your PC is. But obviously it comes to a point, if you have, in my opinion, below 70 processors, that's actually super low. That could actually be not actually beneficial for your PC. So what we're looking for in this video, to be around 90 to 110, 125 processors, that is that sweet spot. And obviously if you guys are like right now, Jinchi, how are you giving us on a tutorial when you have 182 processors? Boys, because I'm literally recording, I'm editing the video, I have Google Chrome open. At the end of this video I will be restarting it, and you guys can see firsthand that my tips and tricks actually do work, and I'll be around 100 processors in my opinion. But without further ado, let's get these processors as low as possible. So what we want to do, go onto services just like so. Once we're on services, go on to open services. Now these are all the apps, like tiny little apps, obviously services that are in the background of your PC. All of them that say running, that are running in the background of your PC. If they don't say anything, they're actually running in the background of your PC. Obviously there are going to be some here that we don't have to use in our PC, and I'll be telling you which ones you can disable, just like I have so many disabled. The more you disable, the lower your processors will be, but because obviously they're not running in the background of your PC, causing strain on your CPU. Now boys, I'm going to tell you which one you guys should disable, and remember these ones are all safe. If they're not safe, remember to follow along throughout this video, because I'm going to be telling you the exact ones which maybe you should not disable in case you actually use the service, because there's a couple down here which you might actually have to use. Now we're going to start from the very top, and for this one it will be a Site Access Manager service. Make sure to right click onto it. Remember, I won't be doing this for every single service, by the way. I'm just going to teach you how to actually disable on this first one. Right click onto it, Properties. Once you're on Properties, Startup Type, literally, and if it's already automatic or anything, literally click on Disabled. It's that easy. Server status has to be stopped. If it's already ongoing or like says a timer right here, make sure you press stop first and then Startup Type, go on to Disable, then press Apply. Once you press Apply, then it will say right here, Startup Type disabled, then you know it's worked. Literally simple as that. Now we're going to quickly go through literally about 30 of them that you guys need to disable, and once you do, you're going to find an instant feeling in your PC of how good it actually can be, how little latency you can run. Auto Time Zone Updater, make sure that one's disabled. BitLocker Drive Encryption, make sure that one's disabled. Connector Users Experiences and Telemetry, make sure that one's disabled. Remember boys, I'll let you guys know if it's not safe to do this. Don't worry about anything like that. Diagnostic Execution Service, disable. Diagnostic Service Host, Diagnostic System Host, Dialog Blocking Service, disable that one as well. Scroll down, Download Maps Manager. Now this is the first one which maybe most of you maybe don't want to disable in case you use maps on your PC. For me and most of you guys watching, we're not using maps on the PC, we can disable this one. This is basically downloading the updated maps literally every other week in the background. Disable that if you don't use maps on your PC. Geolocation Service, you can disable that one. Keep scrolling down. Microsoft App V Client, disable that one. Microsoft Update Health Service, disable that one. Net.tcp Port Sharing Service, disable. Net Logon, disable that. Going on to the next one, parental controls. Obviously boys, if you have parental controls on your PC, do not disable this. If you obviously don't use parental controls, then you can quickly go ahead and disable that one. Phone service, you can disable this unless you obviously somehow use your phone on your PC. I'm not gonna lie, most of us don't do that, so we can disable that. It's completely fine to do. Keep scrolling down. Shared PC account manager, disable that one. This is another one, if you obviously says in the name, if you have a shared PC account, do not disable this because it won't work on the other PCs. Now if you don't and you don't even know what this is, make sure to disable that. Most of us aren't using that. Sysmain, this is a massive one. People say, oh no, keep that enabled. Boys, I know it says maintains and improves system performance over time, like by the slightest amount, and it bottlenecks everything within your PC. Honestly, make sure this is disabled, it's so bad. And themes, we can disable that one. User experience virtualization service, disable that one. Wallet service, if you have your wallet on your PC, this isn't a crypto wallet by the way, this is the normal wallet on your PC, then obviously don't disable this. Windows biometric service, we can disable that one. Scroll down, Windows error reporting service. This one's a massive one, by the way. Like every other like 5 minutes, it will report back to Windows saying what errors it has received. And if you ever do get an error, it's just so bad for your PC. It bottlenecks it so much. Scroll down a bit more. Windows mobile hotspot. If you hotspot to your PC, so obviously from your phone, you use hotspot onto your PC. Don't disable this because in your Wi-Fi won't work. Because I remember one time my Wi-Fi, I didn't have any Wi-Fi, so I hotspot from my phone onto my PC and it just didn't work. It was because of this service right here. Make sure to disable that if you don't use hotspot though. Windows search, disable that one. Work folders, disable that one. Obviously if you have work folders, don't disable it. Now the last 4, Xbox, all the Xbox ones at the very bottom, make sure to disable it. If you use Game Bar or anything like that, I really do not recommend it, but if you do for any reason whatsoever, make sure to not disable that, because Xbox will not work once you disable these. Once you do this now, we can close this. It automatically saves. Remember to restart your PC to make sure it's fully fresh, to make sure all of the servers aren't running anymore, and then we can go on to our next week. And for our next week, very similar to before by the way, we have to be on our desktop, right click on the bottom, go into Task Manager, Startup. Now these are all the apps right here that will start up instantly right when you press the on button on your PC. Now let's say I have Creative Cloud that opens up straight away, Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Teams. Now literally those 3 apps will cause my processors to go about 80-90. So if you have status on all of them enabled, boys, every single app right here will start when you turn your PC on, and that is so bad for your PC because sometimes you're just going to forget to like close these apps and whatsoever. So make sure you literally go onto it and disable every single one right here. Now obviously you can load up and completely fine when you turn your PC on. It's just as long as you know it's there. That's the whole point of this. But make sure status to say disabled on every single one right there. One other thing to do, close this, very similar to before. Search startup right here, startup apps, again it'll be right here. Make sure all of them are off right here. I know it says no impact, but trust me, this is absolutely crazy high impact. Make sure all of them off. Again, like I said, you can turn it on completely fine if you want to on your own. Close this one, go on to our next week. For our next week, I know this isn't to do with processors, but you guys need to be using Gear Up Booster. This is how every single pro right now is getting the lowest latency, lowest ping possible. It's literally just a ping booster. Make sure to get a free trial, by the way, so literally why not try it out in the description of my video. Literally download it from the description, you get a free trial. Don't have to pay a penny. But we'll go on to our next week, we'll put that back there. We'll head over to the search bar again. This time, search game mode. Game bar settings will pop up. Same thing, game mode settings and game bar. What we want to do, head over to the game bar. Game bar, boys, this has to be off. You don't want to be clipping anything with game bar, again, because this uses the Xbox services. Remember how I said Xbox services just use so much of your CPU processors? This is one reason why. If you're like, Jinshi, how on earth do I clip anything then? Literally, download NVIDIA Broadcast, or obviously GeForce Experience if you want the best one. GeForce Experience, make sure to download that and literally get your clips off that. And also go on to captures, make sure this is off, or literally there's nothing here. Game mode as well, I'm going to quickly talk through game mode for you guys. When game mode is on, Windows optimizes your PC for play. This is only in some situations, boys. If your PC is actually a very low-end PC, it does the complete opposite and doesn't optimize it. So if you have a Ryzen 3 or a Ryzen 5, make sure you just have this off. Literally try it out. If you have a good PC like a Ryzen 7 or a Ryzen 9, for me, I personally have a Ryzen 7, so I turn this on. Literally just give it a go, boys. For some PCs, this is preference. All you have to do as well is just restart, play Fortnite, see what it's like. Turn it on, restart, play Fortnite, see what it's like. It's so simple to do if it doesn't work. So make sure you get that tip off me, boys. Now, for the next one, boys, if all of you guys watching right now can quickly leave a subscribe, quickly hit that follow button, it will mean so much to me, boys. Without further ado, I'll see you guys further on sooner this week.